Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Overnight at Manifest963 here on Twitter posted this: Mr. Pool did it again. Yeah, so this is the latest news, guys. DCG Gemini tensions escalate as Winklevoss calls for removal of Barry Silbert. Now, Gemini's been in a lot of trouble, and it looks as though Mr. Pool predicted this. Let's see if we can get another screen grab here, right, with the date. August 24th, 2021. More crypto turmoil amidst the FTX collapse. We also are getting news of this, guys, with regards to Genesis. So, as you know, Gemini and Genesis were both kind of in trouble at the same time, or the news broke at the same time, at least. This from AB_abacus here on Twitter. Genesis Trading prepares Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing. Expect an announcement no later than early next week, likely at the end of the week. DCG doing all it can to protect the DCG brand name, even if it means sacrificing a portfolio company and its creditors. So this is the latest news, guys. Genesis planning for bankruptcy, and this is affecting the entire crypto industry, the optics of crypto, and giving the regulators more of a reason to want to regulate the heck out of cryptocurrency to make it more suitable in a controlled, regulated environment, so that we can get institutional money in. Cryptocurrency lending firm Genesis Global Capital, a subsidiary of crypto conglomerate Digital Currency Group, is reportedly preparing to file for bankruptcy, similar to what FTX did. According to a January 18th Bloomberg report, Genesis previously said it was considering a bankruptcy filing if it were unable to raise cash amid the liquidity crunch, which, obviously now we're seeing here, a situation similar to that preceding crypto exchange FTX. Citing people with knowledge of the situation, Bloomberg reported Genesis could file for bankruptcy as soon as this week. So that is, the latest news we are getting from that. Gemini co-founder, though, Cameron Winklevoss, has also released several open letters through social media calling out Digital Currency Group CEO Barry Silbert, claiming Genesis owed Gemini $900 million for funds Gemini lent to it as part of the same program. DCG said Winklevoss's allegations were malicious, fake, and defamatory attacks. So there is even infighting now within these groups. We're seeing this collapse in real time. In the last few months has basically been a real-time show for cryptocurrency. Eleanor Turret posting this notice late last night. It was around 10 p.m. last night. Since the U.S. Treasury is involved, it could be an OFAC or AML violation, or perhaps a violation of doing business with a state that's on the prohibited list. So there was a notice that was put out by the United States Department of Justice Department to announce an international cryptocurrency enforcement action, media advisory. Deputy Attorney General Lisa O'Monaco will lead a press conference to announce a major international cryptocurrency enforcement action. The U.S. Department of the Treasury will also announce an action in this space. TV coverage will be provided by the network pool. Still photographers must RSVP. And so this was televised. Eleanor Turret, continuing down here, it's not. My sources tell me there's currently an open investigation into Russian P2P firm BITRUE, which I noticed a lot of people were also talking about, which could be the target, but this could just be speculation. And, I was thinking to myself, what the heck is BITRUE? I've never heard of that company before, and I think a lot of people in the XRP community share that same sentiment. So I didn't actually watch this conference, but British Miss here on Twitter posted this. Well done, DOJ. Keep your announcements of an announcement to yourself next time. Lost 90 minutes of sleep because of this minor news. So apparently nothing really came out of this. It was a nothing burger, as she posts here. Diesel down here saying, the whole crypto market just depends on one announcement. Crazy. This needs to change, and XRP will lead the way. But with regards to that BITRUE announcement, just to kind of bring you guys up to speed on what is going on, the bigger picture with regards to cryptocurrency and where the U.S. government's head's at, Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange, was named as a counterparty in an order against the little-known cryptocurrency exchange BITRUE. So BITRUE has been accused of money laundering, and Binance, guys, the largest cryptocurrency exchange on planet Earth, was named as a counterparty in this. So this could, again, have more of an effect on the crypto space, although Binance, it feels like Binance is like the Teflon man, as they used to call Rob Ford, the mayor of Toronto. No matter what negative press was thrown his way, it just kind of slipped right off. Binance, a major player in the cryptocurrency industry, was recently named as one of the top 3 counterparties of BITRUE, a crypto-to-crypto platform that has been accused of money laundering and other criminal activities, according to an order released by the Financial Crimes Enforcement Unit, or Network rather, FinCEN. This has raised concerns about the rules and regulations surrounding crypto exchanges and how they may be impacted by the actions of major industry players like Binance. So maybe a way to try to put some pressure on Binance. Like I said, Binance says, many shots have been fired against Binance, but they've always seemed to come out gloriously and victoriously. Background on FinCEN and the BITRUE case, okay? The Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, or FinCEN, a branch of the U.S. Department of the Treasury that oversees laws and regulations related to money laundering, terrorist financing, and other financial crimes, recently issued an order against BITRUE for violations of the Bank's Secrecy Act. In December of 2022, BITRUE was charged with money laundering and terrorist financing and processing transactions for individuals and entities on U.S. sanction lists. And one of the counterparties, as I mentioned, was Binance. So what does this mean for Binance? They've yet to respond to FinCEN's order, but it is expected that the company will take the necessary steps to address the issue raised in this order. This may include strengthening their anti-money laundering rules, or their AML, and countering the financing of terrorism measures, as well as enhancing compliance protocols to adhere to U.S. regulations. So we still have yet to hear from Binance. It feels like they are really trying to crack down and trying to find a way to get Binance. I mean, FTX, that was one piece of the puzzle, but they really do need to dismantle the entire crypto system, and I feel like it's almost kind of grown way out of control for a lot of these regulators to be able to handle right now. Anyway, wanted to thank Michael for posting that. Another one here, guys, from Michael Branch. It is imperative that the United States government consider ways to maintain the use of the digital dollar for global payment systems and develop a strategy related to the use of alternative payment systems. So this is, nothing new really. Christopher Giancarlo, he released his new vision of the CBDC white paper with new warnings about maintaining U.S. leadership. So with regards to the US dollar dominance, I guess there is some new information here because we have heard, more recently, news of Russia now working with Iran to create a CBDC that would be backed by gold, or rather a cryptocurrency backed by gold. We've heard about Russia also talking with China to create another central bank digital currency that they could use to facilitate trade amongst themselves that would exclude the US dollar. And, obviously that puts pressure on the US dollar. You may or may not be feeling it if you live in the United States, but, if you live in Canada or Europe or another country, you're probably seeing the value of your currency go up versus the US dollar. I've got the DXY up here. And, as you can see, since about September of this year, we have seen a devaluing of the US dollar compared to other currencies. We've seen the strength index just kind of crater since September. And these kinds of things are not going to help matters. So the DDP introduced its champion model as an intermediated wholesale and retail CBDC in the first version of their paper in May of 2020. Since that time, CBDC projects worldwide have increased from 35 to 114. So in the last 3 years, or 2.5 years, we'll say, more countries are interested in adopting CBDC, central bank digital currencies. The updated DDP paper retains the core tenets of the championship model, such as those on privacy and monetary policy, while discussing the technological advancements in recent years. The new ideas in the report mainly revolved the authors' warnings about the United States falling behind in central bank digital currency research and leadership. So, because the U.S. is not really actively, it feels like it's a bit of we'll take a look at it if we need to, but we're really not. It's really not a pressing issue for us at this moment because why fix a system that isn't broken? Meanwhile, the system's collapsing around us. Regardless of the final U.S. decision on introducing a digital dollar, the author says, it is imperative that the United States government consider ways to maintain the use of the dollar in digital global payment systems and develop a strategy related to the use of alternative payment systems. And Chris Giancarlo, Crypto Dad, he is promoting this. He is spearheading this. As you guys know, the foundation was set up by him. So here's the tweet, guys, from the Digital Dollar Project. Today, we are proud to release the DDP's 2023 white paper update, where we revisit our champion model proposed in 2020, providing recommendations to the U.S. government and private sector, and look ahead to the next stage in CBDC developments. Interesting news, guys, to say the least. I also got to mention this, tweeted out by CoinDesk, an interview with Brooks Entwistle, okay? And this was happening at Davos as well, along with Brad Garlinghouse's interviews. I did a video this morning highlighting a few Brad Garlinghouse clips from Davos, discussing some interesting topics, some debatable topics. I guess I'll link that video up here if you guys didn't catch it. But here's what Brooks Entwistle said. "We are building outside the US very rapidly, giving the opportunities we see. We're not going to try to chase shiny new things this year." Listen to this.
"We're building outside the U.S. very rapidly, given the opportunities we see, but we're not going to go kind of off-piste and try to chase shiny things this year. There's no room or time for that with this kind of environment."
In terms of, you mentioned CBDCs is on your radar. In what regard, how are you helping out with that?
Absolutely. We have an interesting approach. We realize we're not going to solve that problem for every single central bank around the world. We're very targeted. We found great interest in some of the smaller central banks around the world that are looking for a strategy, looking for a partner, looking for a technology, a side blockchain, ideas about how to go about this. So we had our first MOU signed with the Kingdom of Bhutan in my neck of the woods back in Asia. Palau is an example, but we're in conversations with dozens of central banks around the world, trying to figure out the best way to help them across this goal.
They want to use XRP or Ripple Labs or to develop it?
They want to use technologies that will help them help their own citizens. And so we don't believe there's any one solution for all these central banks in this technology across the world. There's places we can play. There may be a side chain to the XRP ledger. We may help in the interoperability across this, but it's going to be different at every single central bank.
So with regards to adoption of more central bank digital currencies, Brooks Entwistle sounds optimistic, even mentioning the idea that, these countries could leverage Ripple technology. Basically, they're approaching Ripple specifically for their central bank digital currency needs, creating a sidechain, as he said. That could help alleviate some of the pressure. And then you got to think to yourself, right, when these countries have already gone to a company like Ripple to help them with their central bank digital currency, well, what is the next logical step? Let's get on to ODL, on-demand liquidity, and leverage XRP for all your ODL cross-border transaction needs as well. So I was looking online and I saw this. WTF is going on here from 24 Hours Crypto on Twitter. Looks like the SEC forked XRP and made themselves a coin. What the heck is XRPC? XRP Classic? This cannot be a thing, no. Taking a look at the website here, xrpclassic.com, this is a future for everyone. Purpose is to develop solutions that will make the cryptocurrency space safer and easier to understand for everyone, and then gives a link to buy now. Things that make you go, no. Although the website does look fairly professional, our vision to create an innovative, long-standing ecosystem that allows users to earn through an enjoyable and memorable experience. Our mission is to bring our vision into reality. But guys, do not be fooled. They are just piggybacking on the XRP name. This is a scam. Report and retweet. XRP Classic is a scam and has nothing to do with the original XRP. I mean, they're trying to make it sound as though this could have been the original XRP. I know there's Ethereum Classic and Ethereum, and there was some history there with regards to that cryptocurrency, and I believe there was a fork in its history which created the Classic versus the just the Ethereum. But these guys are trying to profit on XRP's good name. Do not be fooled, guys. XRP Classic is nothing like the real thing. Ripple's got a lot in the pipe, and considering what Brooks Entwistle is saying with regards to more development, approaching new countries for central bank digital currencies, creating new sidechains on the XRP ledger, well, this is just going to add to more adoption in 2023 and beyond. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.